Hey everyone, it's Starlight. Welcome to my channel and I hope that you're doing well. Today I thought I would give you a tour of my Ostara altar or spring equinox altar setup for 2024. So let's just jump right into it. My altar cloth is just a 2-yard thing of fabric that I got from Walmart, and it's light purple and it has a floral pattern design and it has sparkles interwoven into it like glitter. I don't know how they did that, but that's awesome. But the flowers on the cloth, although they don't exactly look like violets, they remind me of them, and violets are very prevalent in my area during this time of year. And to me, violets are like the first sign of spring. When I see them, I know that spring is here. That's a little personal symbology to me. You'll see a lot of pastel colors incorporated into my altar because pastels for me are very spring-like, and they remind me of all the new growth coming back to the land. So now let's chat about everything in more detail. I'm gonna take you off the tripod, so bear with me. And we'll start left to right like I normally do. So in this vase are just some fake flowers. Even though these flowers are fake, it gives me hope for the real blooms to come because there aren't a lot of flowers near me this time of year, so it just fills me with hope. And I wanted to represent the new growth on the land and representing the new life or the fauna. I have a rabbit. Rabbits are very symbolic, not only to Ostara, but to spring as well. And down here is my little wax melt cauldron, and I'm currently melting one of my Ostara wax melts that I made, and I used violet fragrance oil, again, because violets remind me of spring. And the scent throw on my wax melts are kick-ass. I thought I would just start using them and testing them out because I hope to eventually open up my business and launch it maybe by the end of the year or the beginning of next. We'll see what happens. But I guess I'm talking about that because I'm putting more pressure on myself to get that going. But a little witchy tip, wax melts might be a really great alternative to incense for you if you find yourself really sensitive to incense smoke because it can be really intrusive. I love my incense and I burn a lot of them, but I feel like my bronchitis is wanting to come back, so even though my scent throw on my wax melts is really good, it doesn't irritate my lungs like incense can. Not that I'm done with incense or anything, but I need a break, so yeah. And you still get the air correspondence because the scent is being carried into the air, so if you're worried about losing that, you still get that, in my opinion. So let's move on. Sorry for the little ramble. So here is a card from the Celtic Tree Oracle. It's the Alder card, and it's currently Alder time in the Robert Graves Celtic Tree calendar. That is the Celtic Tree calendar that I follow. Now, it's important to know that the Celtic Tree calendar doesn't have any historical significance to ancient history or anything like that. It's a modern invention, and I feel like that's important to understand, but I do work with the Celtic Tree calendar. It's new to me, and I know it's a modern thing, but I'm a modern witch, a modern pagan, and new to druidry, but it's a nice way to honor the trees, in my opinion, and to work with their energy. There's my selenite spiral, helping to keep the energy clear. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, there's a Tree of Life wood slice to me that represents my new path into druidry. And back behind my deity altar, under there, is a heart-shaped jar, and to the right of it is a little pot. So the jar has Luna's fur in it, and the little pot has one of Luna's puppy teeth. It's really important to have Luna a part of my altar because she was my little helper, my little witchy companion. She was always wanting to be involved when I was working my magic, and she would pull my cards, and she was just my little special magical girl, and it's just important to have her a part of my altar, and she'll forever be there helping Mama with her magic. So I have a light purple beeswax taper on either side of my altar there. Again, the light purple reminds me of spring, and I don't have any green candles, so I'm working with what I got. So this is a carnelian. Well, it was sold to me as carnelian, but it might be fire agate because the little cave there and the banding, common agate trait. But do you see something in this crystal? Because I definitely do. Let me know in the comments. I see what could be three things: a flame, a dragon, or a phoenix. Like, look, there's like a flame tip or a wing there, and it goes over to there, like another one, and then there's like the neck, or there's like the head or the other flame tip. I don't know. It could just be a weird me thing. So let me know if you see it. Okay, moving on. So there's a working in progress. I'm not going to go into much detail about that, but there's my crystal grid, and if you want me to elaborate in more detail, I'd be happy to do that in another video. I don't know if anyone wants to see that, so if you do, let me know in the comments. There's my little obsidian witchy there, my selenite dagger, and my little gnome dude. He's really sweet. He's holding a rabbit, and he has like a mushroom top hat, and I do work with the gnomes and some of the other folk that I've been developing relationships with, and the spirits of the land, especially during the later half of the year. They help me with my garden, and I just wanted to have a representation on my altar. So back there is my Ostara spray, and I wanted to make a video on that, but it just didn't happen because life. But I infused some orange blossom petals into hot water, and when that cooled, I added some crystal chips, some alcohol, some witch hazel, and some neroli essential oil. And back there in that little flower box, I have some hydrangeas. We don't see hydrangeas until mid-May to like late May, so I just wanted to represent that on my altar. I'm hopeful. I'm excited. And in that little shroomy pot, I have my offering to my allies, the other folk, the spirits of the land that do help me in my garden. I planted some Irish moss seeds in there, and that's my offering to them. And there's my labradorite, which is always on my altar. My little seed spritzer, or my plant spritzer. I got that at like Joann's for clearance. It was 50% off, so I jumped on that. So there's a little flower lamp. It's raining. Sorry, I got distracted. So there's my flower lamp, and in that little fruit dish, I have some pastel eggs. They're not quite pastel in my opinion, but they're a light color. And I want to do something with those eggs. I want to enchant them, maybe add some sigils or symbols. I'm not quite sure, but they're just hanging out there for now. And not much. Oh, I almost forgot. Sorry, I'm like scatterbrained today. So I like to have cards on my altar to represent the Sabbath or the season, and I have the Spring Equinox card from the Earth Power Oracle, and the Ostara card, or the Temperance, I believe, from the As Above Tarot. And I love the symbolism. Like, we have balance there with temperance, and we have some fog or mist in the background, and I love that kind of symbolism to liminality, because fog and mist creates a liminal space, and Ostara is a liminal time, so I love that. So not much changes on my deity altar. The only thing that changes is the cloth, which is seasonal, and their offerings change. But if you'd like me to elaborate on my deity altar more, I can do that in another video. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. And I saw the first violets on March 30th. I'd have to go back with my little chat with the girls, but so there were a few. There weren't a lot quite yet, but I only picked one, and I gave it as an offering to Bridget, so that's there on her side of the deity altar. Congratulations if you made it this far into the video, and if you did, please drop me a mushroom emoji down below in the comments. That way I know who's made it till the end. I would love to know if you decorate your altar seasonally or for the sabbats, or if it just stays the same, and what's currently on your altar. Feel free to share down below. I hope to see you again really soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Take care, blessed be, and until next time,